Hi, my name is Kerry Critchlow from RCR Recording Studios, and today we're going to be talking about how to put a slap delay on your vocal. First, we're going to go ahead and give a listen to our dry vocal, and then we'll get into how to put the slap on. These are the words to the song I'm singing. These are the words. Okay, so that's our dry vocal. Now we're going to go ahead and put our slap delay on it. Now, I tend to want to use sends or auxiliary tracks to do this. You don't have to, but there's a lot of reasons why it makes more sense to do it as an auxiliary or a send. If you want to watch my video on delays, feel free to do that and get more into depth in that. But for today, we're going to go ahead and use a send, and you can think of it as our dry vocal is this original track, and the send or auxiliary track is going to be our wet signal. And because it's our wet signal, we want to make sure that the mix is set to 100%. And when we're using slap delays, we want to make sure we have our feedback set to 0. And we want to go ahead and manually move our delay times. Now, a slap delay is usually found somewhere between 60 milliseconds and 200 milliseconds. You can, play with that a little bit. There's some wiggle room there, but generally speaking, those are the basic ranges you want to look in when you're dialing in your slap delay. And you can play with this and make it fit what your production or your mix needs as far as the vibe goes. But we'll start with like maybe 100 milliseconds and just hear what that sounds like. These are the words to the song I'm singing. These are the words. Okay, and you hear that slap. It's almost like the echo is happening almost right on top of the original vocal and kind of slapping its butt, right? We can then use our send fader to turn down the amount of the effect if we want to and make it more subtle, or turn it up to make it more in your face. Dial it in till it sounds right to your ears as far as the mix is concerned. You can also make the effect stereo if you want, and you just need to make sure that you have the difference between the left and the right time be different. So we'll say move our right delay time up to 130 milliseconds and keep our left delay at around 100 milliseconds. And what that is doing is making it so that we're hearing the echo on the left slightly faster than the echo on the right, and that's going to give us a stereo effect. These are the words to the song I'm singing. These are the words to the song I'm singing. And then you can play with this as much as you want. You can go higher, you can go lower, just until the time feels right and you're getting the vibe you want. The last thing we'll touch on today is that you can use filters to make it so that the delay, the echo, sounds a little bit more backgroundy. You kind of take out some of the highs and some of the lows in order to make it a little smaller sounding, if you will. And that's what this would sound like. These are the words to the song I'm singing. These are the words to the song I'm singing. Right, and so you can play with that as well. Anyways, I hope this has been helpful. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.